Hey guys, this is Nick here, and I want to talk about a show that I recently got into, and it's called Pac-Man and the Ghostly Adventures. If you don't know, this is a 2-week-year-old show. I personally love the shit out of it, and I'm just going to talk about it because I think it's a really good show, and I think that Disney XD did a perfect job on saying, yes, we're going to put this on our show. And I have to say, it's a, I'm gonna say, yeah, it's a good show. I know I'm gonna sound like I'm repeating myself, but I'm really not. Probably, I don't know. But it's a good show, and it's going to get a game in the fall. And by that, you're probably like, fuck, cash-in game for people who like the show. And I don't have anything to say about the game other than the fact that it's platforming. Yay! Something that I'm a big fan of. And this game actually wants me to actually, play the Pac-Man World games because I think I actually missed out on them. But on the show, I didn't know about this time. I was just surfing the channels because I do that when I'm bored. And I saw Pac-Man, like, oh shit, I gotta go watch this. It's Pac-Man. And you're probably wondering, you're a Pac-Man fan? I'm like, yeah, I have a soft spot for Pac-Man, and I got Pac-Man World Championship Edition. I think it's called Championship Edition DX on my PS3. It's a good game, and it's getting a patch in August, I believe, but it's cool. It's free for people who got it, but I have to say what about this show's writing? I had to talk about because I just love the fact that people probably don't like the show because it's, attention for kids, but of course, kids are a big demographic, and just carrying this to Pac-Man fans is not gonna be enough, because this is probably because I don't know why I'm gonna mention bronies, but they think that the company who makes the toy should cater to them and not what their demographic is, which is for girls. I'm sorry, I say that. My Little Pony is for girls, but okay, here we go. Sorry. The writing of the show is by a person, I think, is by a person who does a lot of Marvel stuff. And by that, you're probably thinking, it's pretty damn good. And some interesting shit about the show is the show was going to be on Nickelodeon, and Nickelodeon didn't buy it, sadly, because this is probably their only good show now. Nickelodeon did buy it, but and it was planned to premiere sometime last year, which didn't happen. And yeah, that's all the little interesting facts about this show. Well, making of it, it's been announced. Well, there was this teaser in 2010, like a spoof on what it'd be like to have a new Pac-Man cartoon. And I really dig this show. It's only 2 weeks old, and the cool thing is, it's the number one show on Disney XD, which I think is cool. Onto the actual story, it's original, it's cool, I like it. The ghosts that are pretty famous in the Pac-Man series are actually Pac-Man's friends, and that kind of makes probably longtime Pac-Man fans kind of like, why did they do that? But it kind of works out because one of the ghosts, Pinky, has a little bit of a crush on Pac-Man, which I think is fucking hilarious. And Pac-Man's not a man; he's a high school kid or a middle school kid. I don't fucking know. And he has two friends. I'm on the Wikipedia page, so I know what their names are, so I won't guess. Okay, Celia and Spiral are Pac-Man's friends, which I think they're cool characters, actually. I really do think that I think they really are good characters for Pac in this show. So, I love this show to death. It's only been 2 weeks, and there's every episode like weekdays. And if there's only 26 episodes planned, but I honestly hope there's going to be more because since that it's actually getting views and people love the show. Hopefully there's going to be another season, but if they're not, it's going to be a shame because shit, this show is really good. This show is very fucking good. I can't believe that, Pac-Man is back. He's not, being in shit for no fucking reason. And hopefully he may return in modern mainstream games because I think hopefully the game of, this, I don't think it's really based on the show, kind of, but has his own, I don't know. I'm talking bullshit, but I actually want the game. Hopefully, if the reviews are good, I will buy. If the reviews are not, I'm probably going to avoid it, thinking that the show is the best thing about it, but and I really do think that the voice work, I know, oh, yes, let's talk about the voice acting, but it's probably going to be like 20 seconds. I think the voice acting is spot on. I think Pac-Man's voice is funny, because I never knew Pac-Man could sound cute sounding. I know that's me sounding all weird, but that's what I think of the voice for Pac-Man in the show. And yes, I have not watched the 80s one, and I honestly don't give a shit, because I like this show actually more. And I actually saw like 5 minutes of it. I'm like, I was yawning, but I'm probably pissing people off by saying that. But yeah, I really do like this show. Disney XD did the right thing by buying it. And if there's only going to be one season, I hope it comes out on DVD and Blu-ray. I will buy that. There's only 26 episodes planned. I just love this fucking show. It's only been 2 weeks since, it's been on air. I don't know if the majority of Pac-Man fans like this show, and majority of, people who like, watch shit for no reason like this show. So this show has a really good audience, and I hope it lasts as long as time. And hopefully, if the show only has one season, I hope it does really well. I can hardly say it's good. I can hardly see anything bad about this show. It's a show I really like, and I actually watch a lot of repeats. Well, I record on DVR because sometimes I'm not up when it's on. So this show's actually making me wake up early in the summer. Which I know summertime you should wake up like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, but not for me because I love the show and I want to give this show views because I am in love with it. I hope the game is just as good as the show. But then again, a lot of games based on TV shows aren't that really good. But then again, hopefully this will change that fact. But yeah, Namco Bandai, well, I'm sorry Namco because I hate that whole two-name thing. Namco, good job so far. And if this show, after the 26 episodes that are planned to air, I might talk about what I feel about the entire series. Maybe there might be some shit that I don't really like about this show, but I will still like it. I really do think that the ghosts that are Pac-Man's friends are pretty hilarious. I think that, Pinky, I should say, has a little thing towards Pac-Man, and Celia is a kind of, a little bit, jealous, but the show's cool, and I'm a big fan of it. But then again, I always have a little soft spot for Pac-Man, and this show is really good. If you haven't heard about it, it's on at 10 o'clock a.m. or 11 a.m. for people like in New York or shit like that. Hopefully Disney XD will repeat these like in the afternoon because the show is worth a watch, and I love it. So, yeah. Hopefully there's a new season after these 26 episodes that are going to be airing. There's no sign of a second season yet because I think this is just a trial run, which I think is stupid because the show Namco Bandai spent 2 years making this show, and I think it's adorable that Pac-Man is back on TV on a Disney channel. That's It's amazing. I just love the show, and uh, hopefully the game is good, and because of this game, I might get into the Pac-Man World games. Probably going to buy the PS2 versions of them, but yeah, I like the show. Hopefully it gets next season. Disney XD. This is basically the best Disney XD show in my opinion. But yeah, that's me talking about this show. Yeah, I love the show. Bye. Before I talk way too fucking much. Bye.